быстро пролетело.
That was so fast.
How much? Man?
It's like 25 minutes already. 24.
But we didn't even start talking.
Yeah.
I felt like we didn't even start talking.
You have to know that
I get the feeling that this was just the intro to the
Exactly.
podcast.
Yeah. Joe Rogan's podcast is like 2 hours, bro.
Yeah.
2 hours, 1 hour. We are just like 20 minutes.
Hello, everybody. This is Podcast, Soslan, Victor,
Hey there, guys.
What's up, man?
Yeah. So today is our topic about cultural exchange, and tell us where you're from first of all.
So hi guys, my name is Victor Michael Mokaleng. I'm from Namibia, which is in the south of Africa, if you guys know. Like in the south. If you guys know South Africa, and then you guys should know Namibia. So I'm from Namibia. Yeah.
Tell me, how come it be that you just
How you arrived to Russia? How you decided that?
how did you decide to become like a student at the pharmaceutical university?
So it's actually a weird story. The thing is, like, I never knew about like coming to Russia. It wasn't in my plans to come to Russia. Like, honestly speaking, it was like my cousin had an idea that we should go to like an exhibition where they speak about universities and everything like that. And I was just like, okay, right now I'm not really doing anything. I finished my school studies. I want to do pharmacy, but I'm not like in the program yet in my country. So we went to the exhibition and everything went down. Things looked good for me. We accepted everything, and then I just ended up here in Verigos. Like, I didn't like decide.
So you're like a doctor now?
No, I'm studying pharmacy.
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 Okay, that's great.
Currently in my third year, guys.
Also, he told me that I heard a lot about it. So you're rapping,
Yes, I'm a rapper.
making amazing videos.
About this haters, I don't care. All they do is talking. Bitches, shut your mouth or better do the walking. When you get to jogging, don't you get exhausted. Just throw the towel and forfeit, you poor kid. Or it's might as well obliterate, decapitate, annihilate, and show these niggas I was really done. Russian chicks call me handsome. Shout out to the niggas in London. To the stage, often waffle straight, nigga, every day. Why we try to bunt them? My main chick be one.
Songs, so how you come to that? I mean, pharmacy and rapping.
It's weird, man, because like I always wanted to just serve as a human drug per se, like a person that helps people in every way. Like, I chose pharmacy because I always had a thing about helping people, and it also stems from the fact that my mom is a nurse.
Oh.
So
It's kind of a family thing, then,
it's
I
a
guess.
family thing. And when it comes
Like
to
a
rapping,
tradition.
music has always been in my blood. Like, my mom and my dad always used to play like music loud through the stereos, and I used to be like singing along gospel music until I discovered like Lil Wayne and Eminem. I used to like rap along, and so I always had the passion for rapping. By the age of maybe 14, I started to start writing. But then when I finished grade 12, when I was like 19 years old, I started to rap for like real. Like,
And how
making
old are you
music.
now?
At that
I'm
early
23.
age?
23.
Oh, wow.
At that early age.
Well, yeah, I started to
Really?
rhyme.
That's
write
amazing.
music.
Yeah.
And I'm really like, because I'm a person of music too,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah,
I'm
all of us,
I'm not too much into rap. I'm more into like the overall music, like the different genres and all of that. But as a person,
one moment. He's the best man with music I ever know.
This guy.
Yeah.
Man. He's so
His
ver-
music is amazing, man.
He's so versatile with his sound and everything. Like, he knows everything. Like, he even knows more rap songs than me. And I'm a rapper.
This is the man of the world.
well, when it comes to music, I'd say I'd like to commend myself. So yes, but I'm really like astonished by the fact that they're like such a different part of the globe. Basically, like, if we can compare like Africa with Russia.
Yeah.
And so as I meet like this person from another continent, basically, who just like starts talking about like regular music and all that, all of the things that I listen to from here, then it just kind of switched into my brain, like, how are you perceiving like the overall art, like the music, the rap genre? How is it perceived in the youth of like a different continent, like the Africa? how different is it from what I have seen, from what I have been used to while living in Russia. And so I would like if you can tell me more about is it like common in South Africa?
Do you have any differences in Africa and Russia making these songs, rapping?
Yeah. So we have our own sound in Namibia and South Africa, Botswana, like in the south. It's complete like Africa as a whole. There's different. The main genres are basically Afro trap, dance hall, reggae. You guys ever heard of Burna Boy? I don't know, Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid.
Wizkid, of course.
That's like the main genre. Now we also have hip hop. Hip hop is like the pop culture of today. Like hip hop is like, you understand?
Everyone's listening that, so there's no choice.
Yeah. So getting back to my point, what we love mostly it's house music, like South African house music, and Namibian like house music, like with the drum.
Is it like with traditional things or?
No, it's
it's like more electronic.
Yeah, electronic.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but this time is more like, how can I say? It's a certain kind of sound whereby that's the majority of where people tend to enjoy themselves more. Obviously, there's a lot of different genres and everything, but that's the main house music and hip hop also. I'm a huge fan of hip hop, obviously, so I would know. There's different kinds of R&B and sad songs per se, but house music is the main thing. Where people dance and they do their moves and
where people just want to have fun, basically.
So it's amazing. So guys, what do you guys think of what do you think about foreigners that have come to Russia? How do they over the years, do you see a difference in how they address themselves? Do you see a change?
Different, foreign people come here?
Yeah. But over the years, when they speak Russian, they get accustomed to the language.
People in Russia, they react, first of all, at first time they react like, wow, this is a foreign man, wow, what we can do. But with time, they
basically the more you see people from different ethnicities, different countries, the more you're perceiving it as something normal, because a lot of places in Russia where just basically you're it's gonna be this wow factor if someone is from another country. It's how did you get here? Why did you get here? There were regular questions. And for me personally, I when I meet new people from different countries who just arrived, and just in the span of these 3 years that I've been studying here, in the span of these 3 years that I've met people of different nationalities, of different races, almost, or I can say all of them have changed drastically when they arrived here. And I'm guessing that's a part of the age span of them. It's basically they're 19, 20, 22, 23 years old. And that's the age where a person is maturing. And from what I have seen, I'm guessing visiting different countries, seeing different people, learning different things, different languages, it works as a catalyst to maturing. It's basically speeds up and maybe makes it more self-fulfilled for that person. Just this really new things that he is perceiving that broaden his worldview, that widened up for the rest of the world.
Every country where you are, when you visit a country and you live there, not visiting, tourist.
Staying there for some time.
For some time, living with this culture, with these people. It's one person, I don't remember the name, but he was telling that it's you are getting more information, more experience than any study.
Yes.
Yeah.
I totally agree on that one, on that part.
With talking, with meeting new people. Yeah.
One thing that I could say that Russia has taught me as a person is to really be strong mentally.
mentally.
like to be prepared for any obstacle that I might face. I don't know. I just see it in Russian people that like they're not emotionally. How can I say? I'm looking for the perfect word. They don't, like get depressed or sad based on things like sensitive. You understand? Affected.
Yeah, I get
And
it.
that grew up on me. Well, like when I went home, I was just like so, I wasn't fathomed by anything.
Yeah.
Like so that's one thing I really like. That really like even my mom was like, man.
You kind of blew up.
Yes. So that was good, man.
So coming back to rapping and making videos, I have a question. Is it easy to you in Russia to do that too? I mean, how people react in Russia? What you do?
First of all, like
Because when I first met you, like when he introduced you, I was like, wow, man, oh my God, he's crazy, he's amazing, man. I mean, everybody here is reacting like this.
I get it. Like when it comes to me, like when I say I'm a rapper and then like people usually get excited. I don't know, they probably think I'm A$AP Rocky and I'm not trying to flex or anything. But I'm just like, I don't know, they think I'm from America. No, but I'm from Africa. I'm from Namibia, obviously. But like when it comes to rapping and I actually like show them that I make music or I show them their songs and they actually like it. I get good reviews from it. So obviously I'm still growing and I'm still learning and I'm still getting better day by day. But they seem to like the music I make, and when they see that I rap or they ask me to like have a quick freestyle or just spit like something, then they hear like, oh, that's amazing.
Wow.
Like, oh.
Yeah.
So no. But as for my country, when it comes to rapping, we're like, there's something we need to work on. We need to support each other more and like.
That's a good thing.
So we just need to like have that bond and helping each other. But we're getting there. We're getting there as a country. Personally speaking, from Namibia.
So it's like a very like a new, very fresh workshop where just these new pioneers are getting into, and they try to keep everything together. Like when it comes to rapping, for example. So there's like a community, I guess you can say, of rappers that like the culture itself that just keep in touch with each other, that try to support each other whenever they have the opportunity to do so. And is that support still felt when you have when you have come to Russia? Do you still feel that bond with like with positive thought, of support, of like maybe some inspirations that people are giving you from all around? How did this move from one place, from place A to place B, which is kind of different in all of the aspects? How did it change your artistic views? How did it change your way of approaching rap music and art overall?
Very good question, bro.
I'm sure he was ready for that. He was preparing that.
I just made it up, right?
Okay, yeah.
I swear.
That's an amazing question. Bro, I don't even know where to start.
I guess we have some time to talk about it more widely.
Yes.
I am ready to listen. I really want to hear about this.
Okay. So first of all, how it really affected me ever since like the support and everything, yeah?
Yeah.
So like I always felt the support, and it was always like a personal thing. I always motivated myself in doing it. But obviously inspiration came from my favorite artists like Logic, Russ, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. But like the support, like rap is a lifestyle, like a culture. Like if you So if a person like, if this person listens to this kind of music, like which is like rap, and then you like feel, you guys literally have like, that guy says a quote from a song, and then you're like, oh,
I know that one.
I know that one. Like, and
that's like the same feel I'm getting every time.
Exactly, and most of the time it can be good quotes. like majority of people that don't know rap music can perceive it as something just being about drugs, money, and girls, but it can, like, you can get so much motivational quotes from it, like things that change a person's life. For example, you grew up poor and then you started to rap about your deep inner emotions, and then you expressed yourself, yeah, like your vulnerability through your music, and people can relate with that.
And then you notice that you are being heard from different people.
Different people that feel the same way. So, in that way, when I came here and I told like people I rap and then I make music and things like that, I felt supported. I felt like they wanted to hear me. They gave me a chance to do what I wanted to do. Like I performed here at Pericos Pharmaceutical Institute. Yeah, and they felt it. Like, and as for like the music I heard through Russian, like Skriptoni, Tifest, and Basta.
Oh wow!
When I translate the words, I can relate.
Yes.
To some extent to what they're saying, and you understand, it's like a lifestyle. So at the end of the day, obviously it originated from America, but we took that. Russia took that. Africa, Namibia, we took that. South Africa, we take that. They take that, and then they make it to something of their own in a unique way. In a unique way. But they're talking about the same things, exactly,
the same issues.
Same thing, the same issues. That's why.
That's what I really love about music overall. It's just that it unites people, no matter where you are, no matter how far you are from each other, no matter your worldviews, your race, your religion, your orientation, anything of that. It just helps you to bond with different people and feel that support that even rap music is giving you, because it's just. I've been hearing a lot of arguments of that rap isn't a wholesome culture, rap isn't a wholesome genre, and all of that. But I'm thinking that it's just an evolution from music what we had before, just raising up to a new level, to a whole new level, I guess, and to get into the feels, to get into the to the bones of you, to make you shiver from the words that you hear.
Exactly.
And that's what I really love about music, the message that it is spreading all over the globe. It's the same. It's just an incredible phenomenon that I just noticed witnessing with my own eyes. And how do you look on it?
I totally agree with you, man. Because I listen to the same music what you listen.
Yes, but
you know that I love indie music. But
indie
anyway,
music, of
indie
course.
music is amazing.
when I listen to it, oh my god, man! I'm telling you, that was amazing, man.
You heard the songs?
Well, I mean, he was trying to show you.
Sure. That's good, bro. Okay. Thank you, man.
So we have one question from a cameraman. So we want to ruin some stereotypes.
Mm-hmm.
Can we do that?
Of course.
Yeah, let's try.
Let's do
that.
it, guys.
Okay.
Let's do it, guys.
We can start with let's start with stereotypes about. First of all, from Russia. First stereotype from Russia. You will give a stereotype from Africa, and you can ruin it. Okay. Yeah. For example, foreign people thinks that we have beers on the streets here. You heard of that, yeah?
Like polar bears.
Yeah. I mean, vodka, beers, balalaika, matryoshka,
Exactly.
babushka, yeah.
Guys, that is not true. Come on, guys. Think logical, man. Like, how can a polar bear be in the street?
If one of this foreign people will see that, that's not true.
Yeah. Actually, a lot of people are gonna see this as from the movie. Definitely gonna show them. Yeah. That's a stereotype that should stop. Obviously, because when I was in Namibia and I never came to Russia, and I just thought of Russia. Obviously, what I've seen in movies and what the world is showing me. Media.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna be vodka mafia.
Vodka mafia. Yeah.
Polar bears. And when you guys, obviously, when you think of Africa, you just think desert.
Yes.
Starvation.
No.
I mean,
too much of that, to be honest.
If you ask some, close to young people, 15 years old, they will tell you desert. That's the thing that he is thinking.
Exactly.
So that's not true too. Yeah.
People should stop. I feel if you really know what's going on in this world, and you read the news, and you're really all rounded with what's going on, then you know. Then you have an idea that in every part of the world, like
With
the
culture
civilization,
exchange,
at
yeah.
least a little bit of civilization. And
yeah.
there's rules, there's laws. Animals can't be in the street like that, but bears can't just be.
I just imagine the bear on the street.
Just imagine if all the stereotypes of the world
Ruined
Will
at
throw.
once on a click of a finger.
Yo,
If
man.
that was true, then
That's
I
amazing.
mean, like it would be World War. We already would be like at World War 10 already or something like that.
I don't
because-
think we wouldn't even
Reach.
been sitting at the same place right now.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
True. Of course, like if thinking of it, like the stereotypes, they are there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
They are there because people are trying to associate someone with something, a country with something.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to even right now, even like you having experience in living in another country, Murad had experience in living. He was on the work and travel program, so he was
US,
in the
yeah,
United States
United
during the
States.
summer. I have lived
Norway.
abroad as well in Norway, and so like what fascinates me is that those stereotypes, they just doesn't work. They just
Everywhere is like that.
I understand why they are happening, why it's occurring, this thing about stereotypes, but at the same time, I don't understand why people are believing them.
Because they don't see like
But I've had first
yeah.
experience.
It's like
So, you
they're
can ruin
culturally-
it with like talking like we talk now, or with visiting, with culture exchange, man.
yeah. They're culturally isolated from the rest of the world when it comes to that point. Like you're purposefully, voluntarily just decide to, hey, I'm gonna close off all the bridges to the rest of the world. I'm just gonna make up my own assumptions about it, even though I don't know anything about that. And that's what kills me the most about a lot of people in this world. It's like you're living in the age where traveling is just as available as, I don't know, just walking out the street. You're living in an age where basically even knowing about a country is a matter of seconds. You just have to Google about it and read it. So
Exactly.
I really don't understand how people are they just held on to this bulk of old conservative lifestyles, and they're not perceiving this new cultures, I guess. Cultures, yeah, that would be more correct.
To be an advocate in what you said, bro, one thing people need to understand is every person is themselves. Like they grow up their own way. They come, even though it's like a culture, and they come from like the same race, anything. They need to understand that like they're their own person, based on stereotypes and everything. It doesn't really play a part in that because, you're your own person.
Yeah,
You understand?
yeah.
You can't be judged on a group.
Everyone's individual. So
Yeah.
first and foremost,
At
before.
this, you can continue.
No, I want to hear what you are saying.
I'm ending.
You're ending the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh,
Time is coming.
Sorry,
Yeah.
It's kind of
Well,
sad to be
guys,
honest.
this was Victor. Everyone,
guys.
we will
Shout out
link
media.
everything.
Shout out,
Yeah, we will link everything. You can watch every video that he makes. That's amazing, man. I think that's it.
That's
if
it.
you have something.
No, man. I'm very grateful to be here. Among
Yeah,
these
if you
two
want-
amazing guys, like
If you want next episode, you can write. We will do that. Yeah, everybody.
Definitely.
Yeah. Thanks everyone.
Alright.
It's cut.
thank you for
Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
having me.